Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing the lazy man's way of making over $4 million every day just by playing Grand Theft Auto 5 Online for a couple hours, not even that much time. There's so many money grinding videos out there that are like, do this, then instantly after this, do that, and take Red Bull energy drinks, and then take adrenaline shots, where this money grinding method is pretty simple. The way I make money on my Broke to Millions account is a lot more tame, but it's still just as effective as some of the best money grinding methods out there. Let's be real, $4 million a day, I mean, if you do that literally for 10 days, you got $40 million sitting in your account. So it really doesn't matter if you're making $8 million a day or $4 million, you're still gonna have a boatload of money if you just do this for a couple days in a row, which is why I personally do not suggest to burn yourself out and just grind to your heart's extent, because you're gonna get really bored of the game. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into what this grinding method is, the lazy man's method. First thing you want to do is go source cargo for your special cargo warehouses. You might only own one, you might own 5 like me, but either way you should source what you do have. So I'm gonna go to each of my 5 warehouses and go pay Lupe's associates about $7,500. They're gonna go out and source me crates every 48 minutes. I'll just come back in 48 minutes, pay them again, they'll go back out again. It's a very easy thing to do. It only takes me about 2-3 minutes for me to go pay all the associates to source with my Presser Mark II along the pathway of warehouses I own, and then I don't have to worry about it for another 48 minutes. Now, because I can do the Cayo Perico heist in less than 48 minutes, this works out perfectly. So after I'm done sourcing the cargo, I'm gonna go straight over to my Kosatka and start doing the Cayo Perico heist setups. Obviously, I'm gonna do the long fin approach. The long fin is just better. Sure, the Merryweather submarine is quick, and it can be better in certain situations depending on how you get your loot for gathering intel. However, I'm lazy, and I don't really search the island when I do gather intel, so instead I just do the long fin approach, and then I'll go to North Dock if there's nothing in the office that I can grab. I'll grab some stuff at North Dock. If there's nothing at North Dock, then I'm gonna always go to the airfield. So it's a very easy way to save a lot of time on gathering intel, and I can still basically fill my bag to the fullest while I'm doing the long fin approach. The average payout you should be bringing home when doing this heist on hard mode is around $1.5 million. I got the ruby necklace, which is the second worst thing you can get right there next to the Sin Samito tequila, and I did this on normal mode and brought home $1.35 million. So if you did this on hard mode, you get an extra 100,000 just from the payout being increased by 100k for the primary target, and then as well you'd get an extra 50k for the elite challenge. Doing the elite challenge after you've done this heist at least a couple times is, I would say, really easy to do. So yeah, even getting the second worst target, I would still get home about 1.5 million. That means if I got a bearer bonds, I'd be getting about 1.6, and if I got really lucky and got a pink diamond, I'd be bringing home about 1.7 or maybe even $1.8 million on one single solo run. I should also point out that I didn't even grab the most valuable secondary take. I just grabbed 2 paintings that were in El Rubio's office because it saved me a lot of time. But if I went over to the airfield and then went over to North Dock, I could have easily found targets like coke that were worth more and brought home even $1.4+ million, even with just a ruby necklace. Doing the Cayo Perico heist with all the setups and everything included from start to finish, it took me around 45 minutes, which is not the fastest. I mean, I've done the heist way faster in the past. My quickest is like 33 minutes or something like that, but you don't really need the speed run with this method. All you need to do is finish the heist within 48 minutes, because when you do, then you're going to make it back before your special cargo has been sourced, and you can make your way over to the warehouses and start sourcing it once again, basically making a loop. Every time you source your cargo correctly, you're going to be making around $140,000 every hour just by doing that. So with the heist alone, I've made around 1.5 million, and then with the special cargo, I've made an extra about 300,000 just by sourcing it after I finished the heist again, and from the previous before I started the heist. So you finished the Cayo Perico heist, and now you're sitting at a 2-hour and 48-minute cooldown. You finished sourcing your special cargo. That only took about 4 minutes, so yeah, you still got 2 hours and 40 minutes left before you can can do the heist again. What are we gonna do in the meantime? Well, we can't do the Diamond Casino heist because that requires 2 people. But you know what doesn't require 2 people? The Dr. Dre contract. Completing the Dr. Dre contract is gonna net you $1 million. Took me about an hour and 20 minutes to complete, and that was me being really lazy. So if you're a bit faster, you can probably do it in maybe an hour and 10 minutes, but I wouldn't say really any faster than that. While you're doing the Dr. Dre contract itself, you can also do payphone hits in between. As I said, it takes about an hour and 20 minutes in total, so you're gonna be able to do 4 payphone hits, which is gonna net you 85 grand each payphone hit, which in total is, let me pull out the calculator, 85 times 4, $340,000 plus the 1 million, so you're gonna be making $1.34 million in about an hour and 20 minutes doing the Dr. Dre agency contract, which is really, really good money. I should also mention that once you have finished doing the Dr. Dre contract, that means your special cargo will once again be back so that you can go pay your associates to start sourcing it again, which I would suggest to do. So let's already calculate how much money we have made in this about 2.5 hour time period. So we've made $1.5 million from doing the Cayo Perico heist. Then we've made $1.34 million with the Dr. Dre contract plus the payphone hits. We've made $140,000, well, not one time, but we've actually made it, what, 2 times at this point, and then we're waiting for another 48-minute cooldown once again for it to come back. And then we've also made about $150,000 from our nightclub on passive income. So if we add all that together, so far we've made around $3.27 million on doing just these things alone. That's a lot of money. That's a crap ton of money. But we're not done yet. The final method. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where the big braining starts. When you finish your first Cayo Perico heist, make sure you set a timer for 2 hours and 48 minutes on your phone, on your computer, whatever you're playing on, just set a timer. And basically what you're gonna do is as soon as you finish the Dr. Dre contract and you finish sourcing your final run of special cargo, close GTA, go outside, touch grass, look at the sun, walk your dog, I don't know, spend time with your family for once. Do that for about an hour or so, depending on how quick you were able to finish these other things. Once your timer goes off, you can load back up GTA Online, and the Cayo Perico heist cooldown will have been finished, and you can start the heist up on hard mode. Not only can you start the heist up on hard mode, but as well, your special cargo crates that were sourced will have been delivered because it will have been over 48 minutes. Unlike some of the passive businesses in the game, where if you're not playing the cargo, or let's say like your motorcycle club, the product won't go up. When it comes to special cargo, Rockstar made it so that even if you're AFK and you're not even in the game, you will still get the cargo sourced. So you're going to do the same strategy as before. When you get your cargo, you're just going to, once again, before you start the heist, you're going to go source the cargo, once again for that 48-minute cooldown. You are going to start up the Cayo Perico heist. You're going to do the whole thing. Once your cargo is delivered, you're going to one last time source it and then just close your game. In total, that is how you're going to make your insane money with the lazy man's method. It's just literally close the game and wait for the heist to come back. So as we talked about earlier, we had $3.27 million of already made earnings. If we add on the extra $140,000 because of the 48-minute wait we had while waiting for our Cayo Perico heist to come back, that's an extra $140,000. Then we're going to start at the heist, which is going to be an extra 1.5. And then we're going to get our final source of $140,000 once again. And that means in total, you will have made around, let me just add the 1.5 million, and that is $5,050,000 in Grand Theft Auto in this method. That is a lot. That is $5 million in a single day in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. All you gotta do is the lazy man's method. This is more than enough money you'll ever need to spend in the game daily. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my money-making method. But this is the method I do. This is how I'm able to make so much money while putting in literally zero effort. I already have over $300 million worth of cars in my Broke to Billions account, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. Before I end off the video, let me go over it one more time just in case anybody missed anything. So you're gonna log in the GTA, do your special cargo sourcing, then you're gonna do the Cayo Perico heist. Then you're going to do special cargo sourcing again. Then you're going to do the Dr. Dre contract with payphone hits in between. Then you're going to source your special cargo once again. You're going to close your game, wait for your heist to come back. Then you're going to go source your special cargo when you load up the game, do the heist on hard mode once again, and then source your special cargo again. That's $5 million right there in your bank account, and that's this whole lazy man's method done.